Yeah, g'day all, and welcome to a quick introductory video on my generic EV5 mattress for the back. It literally just arrived today. It's been a long time coming. I think it's been several weeks actually, 6 or 7 weeks, because it's classed as a large item, so it had to come via ship. And as we all know, shipping at the moment is terrible. So I won't go into too much detail, but this is literally how it came out of the post packing. It was all wrapped up, double wrapped, foam, the whole lot. And this is the first time I've actually undone this. And as per all my videos, for those of you who follow me, I'm going to do this with one hand. So wish me luck. I decided to get the black one. And there it is. Actually looking pretty good. So that's like a velour type, very, very, very fine. It's more like a suede, like a chamois type fabric. Let's see if I can get it out here. Now, as you may or may not know, the Kia accessory for the mattress for the rear of the car is over $600, which is just ludicrous. I mean, I wasted enough on the stupid cargo cover. As you can see in another one of my videos, that was $200, but no one else seemed to make anything appropriate, so I was kind of stuck with that. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. Yeah, so there's a bit of padding in there. Obviously yet to be expanded. So, okay, so that's one ring of elastic. Let's take off the other one, like so. Yeah, so this one cost, what was that? What is that? Ah, it's a pump. Okay. Yeah, so this is a self-inflating, and as you can see, it's obviously all sealed up still. My only other experience with self-inflating stuff is a sort of a camping mat I used about 30 years ago, and all you really do is lay it out flat, open the valves, and it slowly, very slowly puffs up. This is currently about 10 mil, 1 centimetre, but I think it swells up to about 5 centimetres. So anyway, I found this one on AliExpress. I will try to, okay, what's this? That's at it's repair patch. Excellent. Okay. I found this one at AliExpress for about, oh god, here we go. It's so hard with one hand. This one was about $107, including shipping and everything, which I thought was pretty good. Now this is really going to be hard because now I've got it upside down. There we go. I'll just get it. Sorry about this. Okay, so that's upside down because it's like a semi kind of grippy finish. I think those little dots are like grip dots. So I'll flip it back over if I can. It's actually quite weighty. Seems to be a very good quality fabric, which is a good start. Oh my god. Yeah, make videos with one hand, you idiot. Alright, here we go. Okay, so I'll just zip around here and pull this up. Ah, actually, yeah, alright, so the pillows may be the only thing that needs the inflator, because as you can see, well, you might not be able to see, but this is just very, very flat versus this with the foam. So these probably need the little pump, and you obviously just put the pump in there and blow them up. But as you can see, this is shaped. So I measured and measured and measured and measured and spent days looking for the perfect size after my previous attempt with just a single standard air mattress. And the air mattress was great, but it was only really good for one and it made a lot of sort of farty noises and stuff because it was like rubbing hard up against all the plastic here, and it was just a cheap one anyway. But yeah, this is really, really wide across the front, and then it ducks in. You can see that little angle here, and the measurement between here and the other side is absolutely perfect for the EV5. So I've got that sorted now, and also the length. Yeah, look at that. Okay, and that comes all the way down to there. So it doesn't come all the way down, but don't forget the boot plastic stops around about there anyway. But yeah, that's looking great. I'll just duck around. It's quite late in the day, so I'm losing light here, but that's looking really good. Yeah, obviously you can push these belt buckles up or bring them down or whatever, but yeah, that is looking really, really, really good. The only problem I've got with showing you this now is I think this was the last one. I know other sellers do still sell them, but I'm going to have to hunt these down now because this looks like it's going to be an absolute winner. And my cabin lights just went out, so that's why it's pitch black. Let's just go back around to here and open these up. Okay, so that's opened up as much as possible. Oh yeah, that's starting to fill up. And that's starting to fill up already. So what I might do, I won't bother reading the instructions, but I wonder if you can blow into these to accelerate the process. Hang on a tick. Yep, you sure can. Alright, so what I might do is let this sit for the evening and see how puffed up it gets just by itself, and then tomorrow I'll come in and yeah, I'll add some more air, and then I'll also pump up the pillows at the front. But dimension wise, this is looking absolutely, that's just sitting up because that was folded over, but yeah, this is looking absolutely fantastic for the Kia EV5. So yeah, wish me luck. Alright, see ya. Alrighty guys, it's been just under 24 hours since the previous part of this video, and as you can see, the generic mattress has puffed up a lot more over that time. Still not really close to its 5 centimeters, but I did succumb to reading the instructions, and of course it said to add some extra air just via your mouth to each of these, because of course you don't know how long this has been just sitting rolled up in storage, and when it's being shipped, and it was bound up fairly tight in that bag. So yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'll just show you something else before I do it, but this looks uneven because this is still sitting up a little bit, because that was actually folded over there and then rolled up, so it's still got that memory of the curve or the roll. But yeah, it's coming up okay. I'd estimate it's probably at about 3.5 to 4 centimeters now, so it's nearly at its 5. But yeah, I just want to add some more air, really pump it up, get rid of these creases if possible. But around the front, so I've got both front seats all the way forward, and you can see the shape of the mattress is just, it is so perfect for the EV5. Loving it, absolutely loving it. I don't think even the Kia mattress for $600+ would fit better than this. But anyway, I have blown up the pillow sections, because you can do that via the little blue pump that you get with the kit, or just by your mouth. I blew them up tight, so they were really, really full of air. But I then discovered something. So the problem The problem we've got is this massive void of nothing here, and of course that's sort of where the cushion, the pillow top sections need to sit. Now this one's sitting okay, and it's down a little bit. As you can see, it's not full of air. However, I might let this down even further, because look what you can do with the headrest. You turn it around. If I can do this with one hand here, there we go. And that's your support. I've already done it on the other side. So that kind of fills a lot more of that huge void. So that is fantastic. Yes, they don't lock in with the little ratchet, because that's now on the other side, but that is fantastic that can sort of help fill that little void, because yeah, as you can see there, in fact I might let this down a little bit now, and there may even be a chance that you don't even need air in these sections. I'll just seal that back up. Yeah, so that's with pressure here where your head would be, it's kind of putting pressure right across, because obviously that's where the headrest is. So I'm going to experiment with that tonight. I might not even need air in those, but yeah, right up to the center console. I mean, how perfect is that? So even if your pillow hung over a little bit, or you had your pillow sort of half up on there, or if you were just, you know, a person camping alone, I think this is going to work stupidly well. So let me go back around the back, and I will stop this video now, and I will add some air to both of those valves, and I'll be back in a tick. Okay, so here we go. This is after about 3 minutes of adding air to each of the inlet valves. Stupidly, I thought it was actually sealed in the middle. So when I was blowing on this one, I was hearing all this air escaping, and of course it was coming out of that one because I had it open. So I sealed that one up and continued adding air to this, and then sealed that one up, opened this one, added a bit of air to that side, and now, as you can see, it is, yeah, that is looking more like the 5 centimeters. I didn't want to blow it up too much, because of course I'm going to be lying on this and I don't want it to burst or anything tonight. So yeah, wish me luck with the test sleep tonight. I will make another video tomorrow. In fact, I might do one tonight just as I'm getting in and getting everything organized, turning on utility mode, pulling the lighting out of the dash, well, there's an option to turn it off, and setting up the climate control, locking the doors, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, look forward to it. All right, see ya. Yeah, alrighty guys, this is a bit of a bonus video. It's the afternoon before the big sleep test, and I just thought of something I might quickly go through regarding the different modes you can have the car in when you're camping in the back. There might be something here that you didn't realize is or isn't possible. So as you can see, the car is currently charging, so we'll hop in. Hop in, got the keys in my hand here. I'll actually just put them down in the recovery position. I've got another phone there just with my notes on. So as you can see, it's charging, great. 6.9 kilowatts or 7 kilowatts, that's fine. So you've got it plugged in. You've just done a big drive to your destination, which is a caravan park or camping ground. And you've got a powered site, and you just plugged it in to get a nice charge, and then you want to go to sleep. Now, the official mode for camping in the back is utility mode. It gives you all the mod cons, gives you the ability to use everything, and it's fantastic. There's a few other benefits that I'll show you once we get there. However, it doesn't allow you to charge the car while in utility mode. I mean, how ridiculous. Anyway, there's a couple of ways around it. They're not all ideal, and I'll go through them now. So, all right, I'm in the car. I will just scan my fingerprint, and of course, we don't want to start the car. We just want to get it into accessory mode, which is exactly what it's just done. Okay, I'll just mute that radio. Yep. Okay, so the first issue with accessories mode is it gets rid of your charging status. So it is actually still charging, but what you can do is come over to your infotainment screen, click on EV, and you've got a charging status there. So that's all fine. The other way you can access your charging status, of course, is via the app on your phone. So that's all fine. So you're charging, it's getting late, you've had dinner, you want to go to sleep, get ready for a big day the next day, and you want to crawl into the back and curl up. Now, that's fine. However, first thing you've got to do is a bit of security. So you'll lock the doors. Great. So the keys are in the car. You've locked the doors. Everything's fine. Great. You're having a good night's sleep. Well, you could, but you've got no air. You can't open the windows. You can't open the sunroof or even the blind. That's all just dead. Everything is dead. You can fiddle around on the infotainment. That's great, but you haven't got any HVAC. The HVAC buttons are actually lit, but none of them work. So you don't actually have any airflow, which is a little bit awful. But I suppose what you could do is prepare beforehand by winding the windows down a little bit and then, hopping in and then getting into accessories mode and all that kind of stuff. But you wouldn't want to be sleeping with the windows down a little bit. I mean, in case it rained or in case someone walked by and was making noise and, or things crawling in while you're sleeping or whatever. So it's all a bit strange. It's doable, but really not ideal. So, at least you'd wake up with a fully charged battery, but you might not have any oxygen in the car, so you might not wake up. But anyway, so, I mean, that is one way of doing it. It's just not what I would call a great way. There is another issue when you're trying to sleep in the car at night, and that is the amount of light that the screens create. So you can always turn this one off. So you just scroll down, wait for that bar to appear, scroll down again, display off. All right, so that turns the infotainment display off. So then you're only really left with the accessory mode screen on the dash screen. So that's excellent. This is backlit. You can just see that that's a little bit lighter than these other screens. So that would generate a little bit of light, but seriously, nothing to worry about. The accent lighting is off in that little bar there, so that's not going to make any light. I think the dome lights still work. Yep. Okay. So the dome lights still work, but that is basically it. You've got no other control over anything when it's in accessories mode. All right. So good, just not great. All right. So we'll turn the car off by turning it on. All right. So we're off now. Okay. Fantastic. So I'll just open the door and close it again. So the car thinks we've just come back in. So that's great. All right. So the next mode is on. There's a couple of ways of getting the car on. One of them is obviously pushing your foot on the brake and pushing the power button. The other way I've found is no foot on the brake and just like 2 taps of the power button gets you into an on mode, but it won't obviously move. So let's just do the foot on the brake and the power button. Oh, sorry, I've got to scan first. All right, so she's turned on. It's telling me to unplug the vehicle to start. That's all nice and fine. It's not going to move anywhere while it's plugged in, so that's really, really good. I will turn that music off again. And yeah, so we've got the dash, We've got infotainment. We've got the lights on. The lights are on auto. Okay, so the lights are currently on. We can lock the car as you would want to do, like that, before hopping in the back and going to sleep. Or after hopping in the back, if you hop in the back and then reach over and hit lock. Or you could crawl through between the front seats, you know what I mean. So that's all nice and fine. We're still charging, but the car is completely on. So I've got full control here. I've got windows. Yay. Okay, we've got door locking, as I just showed you. We've got music. Yay, all that kind of stuff. We've got HVAC, the most important. Well, for me anyway, the most important when you're wanting to camp is a bit of ventilation. You've got the infotainment screen on. You've got dome lights still, which I think happens at all times. But you've also got blind control. And of course, sunroof control, which is exactly kind of what you want, because you might want to look at the stars when you're falling asleep, but then in the morning it's going to be too bright, so you want to put that blind up. So everything works. So I can, adjust the temperature, I can adjust the velocity of the fan, I can go to recirc if the guy on the diesel next to you is just idling like everyone seems to in diesels. What's with that? Idling diesels. Jesus. It's a good band name, actually. But yeah, put it on fresh, then you got AC. So yeah, you're going to be having a great time, having a great sleep. Everything is okay, except the screens. So one thing you really need to remember, it's fine during the day like this. One thing you need to remember when you're trying to sleep is the amount of light that these screens put off is quite amazing. And even the accent lighting. Okay, so the accent lighting is on, and there's obviously a little tiny bar in the back of accent lighting, not a bar that serves drinks. So one of the things is your headlights. So you obviously don't want your headlights on when it's at night. So as long as you put this into park, it took me a while to discover this. If you have this in drive or reverse and you twist the lights from auto to off, your DRLs, your daytime running lights, will stay on. And those things are bright. But if you maneuver into a position, get the car into park, then turn from auto to off, it turns everything off. So you've got a totally dark car from the outside. So that's something to remember. It's really, really handy because I do a lot of pickups for my wife, and I just sort of discovered that by accident. So that was really good. The other thing you can do is just pull down like I did last time. Pull down on here, go to display off. Great. So you got the main display still on. Your infotainment is off. And you can hop in the back and hopefully get some sleep. But this screen is freaking bright. That screen is bright. All of your buttons and everything are all still full brightness. And you've got a head-up display. You might not be able to see it, but the head-up display is still there. Not fantastic. But then that brings me through to the utility mode. So let me turn this off if I can. And we'll get into utility mode. Actually, before we get into utility mode, I do have to unplug the car. I don't need to show you the fact that it doesn't work, but let me just get out. I wanted to get out anyway. Well, I won't unplug it. I'll just turn it off. So, get a nice view of my gravel driveway. Turned it off. It unplugs. Obviously, you can do that many different ways. So unplug that in. Okay, so the car is no longer charging. We come in here, we foot on brake and then press power. That is something that people, that can trick people up. Foot on brake, press the power button. So the car turns on, completely on. We've got ready. You absolutely need that ready to come up on the dash. All right. So I'll just use my fingerprint there. All right. So we're in, and we just come over here to EV. We go up to utility mode. We activate utility mode. Awesome. Okay. So we're now in utility mode. Fantastic. I can still lock the car. I've still got full control over windows, which is kind of what you want. You can do everything with the HVAC that you need. If Mr. Diesel's still idling next to you, you can do that. But the best thing about utility mode is, and it's not really going to show up much in this particular video, but I'll do it later, is dim interior lighting. So that turns this screen off, I think. And maybe that one. Actually, no, it dims that one and it dims this one massively. So yeah, you can actually have a nice dark environment to sleep in. So I'll just show you. I'll turn that music off. Dim, and there you go. So that turns off. HVAC is just still there. Dashboard is just still there. And I'm actually not sure if it dims the accent lighting. It might do by a little tiny bit. But yeah, you've got that little bit of accent lighting above the handle in the back doors as well. Yeah, it's not a problem because it's so small. But that is realistically the only benefit of utility mode that I can see. You've still got full function of the sunroof and the blind and everything. You've got your map lights, which are controllable from here or on the sides and the back. Everything works well, but utility mode allows you to also dim everything down. But you can't charge anything. You can't charge your car while you're in utility mode. I mean, it's really irritating. I don't know why they did that. But anyway, one other thing is, that's all I've really got to say about those modes. I'd probably keep it in utility mode unless I really needed to charge, and then I'd probably put it into that second mode, which is just on, and then just deal with the brighter lighting while the car's charging, while it's locked, while you're sleeping with HVAC and everything. I'm not too sure what it does to the 12-volt battery. That's the whole point of utility mode, is the fact that all of the energy comes from the traction battery overnight. And yeah, but anyway, one more thing you gotta be careful of is when you're in utility mode, if you take the keys out with you, and you close the door, the car beeps. But if you leave the keys in the car and close the door, the car still beeps. That's funny. It may actually be getting confused with that phone, because let me try that again. I managed to get this working. It didn't beep. There you go. Cool. I just put them in the handle of the door. So that's still in utility mode. And the keys are in the car, but it didn't beep. So that allows you to then get out of that seat and move into the back area and camp and have a great sleep overnight. Alright guys, I thought I'd go through this with everyone because it's pretty important if you do need to charge while you're sleeping. And to turn utility mode off, hit the power button and everything just goes off. Great, see ya. Yeah, g'day all. Okay, so it is evening. I am sort of kneeling in the back of the EV5. You can see there, it is 11:15 p.m. We are currently on utility mode. My wife came down to the car, spent a little bit of time in the back just to see how the space was, shoulder to shoulder. If her feet touched the tailgate, things like that, it was all really, really comfortable. I've only got one pillow in here, so with two pillows we'd be able to put a pillow sort of further out towards the outside of the car. But yeah, quite enough room. We're not small people. We're both about 175, 180 centimeters tall, and yeah, fit really, really comfortably. She made a comment that the mattress was firm, but a good firm, and I have to agree. It is definitely not uncomfortable at all. But yeah, so this is basically it now in utility mode. There's just a couple of things I need to do. Before I put it in utility mode in the driveway, I measured the sound, the dB, about a meter from the front of the car, and it was 43 decibels. I then came in and turned the car into utility mode, and that went up to 48.5 or 49 decibels. So yes, it makes some noise while it's doing the HVAC or the AC, but really doesn't make much noise at all. So it's perfect for campgrounds and things like that, because 5-10 meters away you probably wouldn't hear much at all. So that's fantastic. Okay, so all I've really got to do, both front seats have been moved forward, so all I've really got to do now is, you can't see my hand I don't think, is lock the doors for security, of course. And then over here on the screen, on the utility mode screen, so utility mode is on, and then I've just got to activate the dimmer for the interior light, so I'll do that now. Okay, so it still looks quite light, but that's just the camera on this phone. It has actually dimmed everything, and of course it's turned off the infotainment screen and also the head-up display on this model. So it's turned all that off. It's dimmed the accent lighting. I can still obviously charge my USB devices through the front and through the ports in the back. I'm just looking down here, and that's actually the cooler warmer that I can access. Just see if I can, I can turn that on. That's cooling, and that one is warming. Okay, so that's interesting. So I'll turn that off though. But yeah, you could actually keep things cool or warm in here all night. I might turn the light on for this. I'll just move this pillow out of the way. There we go. Okay, so I did, as per my previous video, I'll just turn the other light on as well. There we go. You just turn the headrests upside down. But what I didn't do earlier was turn the center headrest upside down. So I've now got the mattress pillow section, and that's the firm center headrest. And because I'm just sleeping by myself here tonight as a test, I'm just going to whack my pillow right there, which just lines up with the seats beautifully. So the backs of these seats haven't been tilted forward at all. All I've done is slid the seats forward, so they're as forward as they can be. And I'm just going to turn these lights back off. One on the left, one on the right, and there we go. We are in utility camping mode with locked doors and the mattress in the back of the EV5. I've got a little blanket here, but I've got the temperature set to, I think it's about 23. I'm currently lying on my back, and I don't think it's coming through, but I'm looking through the glass of the sunroof. I don't think it can focus, but yes, that is, I can see a little tiny bit there. But yeah, that is the night sky, and there's a big tree in the view there as well. So Good night, everyone. I will make another video once I've woken up in the morning with the verdict on how good or bad this mattress and or experience is. Okay, until then, see ya. Yep, good morning all. This is my current view through the roof of the Kia EV5, lying on my back. I've just woken up, it's about 6:10. Glorious morning in Brisbane. The camera does wash out the beautiful colours of the sunrise, but yeah, I had a nice view over the rooftops before. So yeah, as you can see, I'm still lying in the car. There's my feet. I've just got this light cotton blanket, sort of sacrificial blanket here. I'll zoom right out now and twist around. So I had a pretty good sleep, probably stirred once every couple or a few hours, so 3 or 4 times over the night. But I just want to go through a few things here. So the dash is actually reporting, or is it 16 degrees? I actually have a feeling it's more like 12 or 13. But as you can see there, 84% is the current battery state of charge. Now, I started last night at 90%, and this is similar power usage to the last time I slept in the driveway for about 8 hours, 7 or 8 hours. Yeah, about 5 to 6% of the battery power. But last night I did actually have to crank the temperature up to 24. I usually sleep about 22, 23, but I just started getting a little bit too cool. So yeah, it's sitting on 24. Apart from that, fantastic. This mattress is, I know you can't see it much, but I will turn these lights on. The mattress has turned out to be a winner. It's still inflated, of course. I would class it as medium to firm. I do have a bit of a bung shoulder at the moment, and yeah, it's kind of triggered the shoulder to be a little bit sore, not too bad. But yeah, apart from that, very, very comfortable. And yeah, very, very highly recommended. So let me go and go back into the house and go to the loo and everything, and I will come back out and finish my review. But yeah, absolute winner. Alright guys, see you in a tick. Yeah, g'day everyone. It's a little bit later than I wanted to be making this video. It's currently now 8:43, so a good couple of hours after I woke up. But I just wanted to show you all. The temperature is now 15, as you can see there. So it was reporting 16 at about 6 a.m. And as I said in my previous part of this video, I really felt like it was closer to 12 or even less. And sure enough, when I went up into the house, it was in fact under 12 degrees on my little weather station outside. So I'm not sure why the dash was reporting 16. But yeah, it must have been pretty cool out here last night, which is why I was tempted to put the aircon up from 24 to 25, but I didn't. And I did actually get a little bit cold overnight because I only had the light cotton blanket. Yeah, so it was a really good sleep though, but I think I did get a little bit too cold. But anyway, car is all back to normal. I've got the car fully on at the moment because I'm about to show you something. So I'll just get out of the car. So I've decided to bring the coffee machine downstairs and plug it into the socket in the back of the car. And that's actually something I needed to point out as well. I always thought the internal vehicle to load was only 10 amps. But no, it's actually 16 amps, so that's really, really good. But this mattress has turned out to be way better than expected. It was a very comfortable night's sleep. It didn't deflate at all. It's still sitting at about 5 centimeters. As I said previously, I would class it as a medium to firm type feel. But even with 2 people on it, it was fine. I didn't feel like my hip was digging into anything underneath. I mean, it's a very, very flat floor in the EV5 anyway. The blow-up pillow sections at the top there, I'll probably have to sort of optimize those, because I did deflate them a fair bit last night. Because I brought a normal pillow in anyway, and because I was here by myself, sleeping in here by myself, I just put the pillow in the middle. I even had it sort of up over the center console armrest there a little bit, and it was fantastic. But with 2 people in here, it should be fine, but I think 1 person would sleep really, really, really well. 2 people, you could do it for a night or 2, but you probably wouldn't want to live in the car. But absolutely fantastic. I can't recommend this mattress enough. It's $113 currently on AliExpress. The link is in the description. And obviously also in the Facebook group chat for the EV5. But to celebrate, I'm going to make myself a coffee. I've already done the milk. I only got 1 hand, remember. So, and here we go. Nope, uneven. Terrible. This machine is quite old now, so I am looking at a new one actually. Oh, there we go. Double mouse tails, perfect. All from vehicle to load. It's exactly what you want when you're camping. So again, very highly recommended this mattress. And if anyone else buys the same, please let me know how you go. I really can't fault it at all. So now it's time to pack it up while I drink my very, very strong coffee and get the car back to normal and start planning a real camping expedition. Alright guys, wow, look at that, looks like a Guinness ad. Fantastic. I'll mix that up a bit though. Alright, catch you later. Oh, just a bit of bonus content before I go. I've got the car all back set up like a normal car, and I thought I may as well roll the mattress up. So there it is in all its original glory in its little bag, and this only took about 5 minutes on a clean floor. So what you do is you fold it in halves, start at the pillow end, get all the air out of the 2 pillow sections, and then slowly roll it on itself as a narrow unit like this instead of the full width. Then you just simply use your knees to keep it compressed, and that's seriously first go, and it took about 5 minutes or maybe even less. I was really hoping to be able to fit this into either this little hidey hole here or up above my 4 subwoofers. There's a nice big slot of storage just under this panel, but yeah, silly me, filled it up with subwoofers, so this isn't going to fit. It's just a little bit too fat, probably by about I don't know, 25-30 mil to fit comfortably in any of those underfloor storage areas. So yep, this will just have to live in the house and just be ready to go whenever we need it. Alright, thought you might like to know that. Catch you guys.